Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. First of all, this is going to be a setup tour. I call it the battle station, and a room tour, pretty much. So first of all, I'm going to have you start off at the wall. Of course, we have a Keep Calm and Banff On poster from Philip DeFranco. It is signed right down there in the bottom corner. It's got a nice black frame, you know, make it look nice. Of course, we have a Star Wars poster because the geekiness that I had when I got that probably 5 years ago has not left. We'll go ahead and go to the right of that. That's a drawing I did a few years ago, 2010, so 4 years ago. Of course, we have the drawers, or the stands here again, the bookshelf. Some books, college stuff, miscellaneous, old ACT stuff. More books, the lightsabers as usual, diploma, blah 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 blah. Hanging on that we have some Winchester gun earmuffs, are very nice. I obviously don't have a review on them or anything. That's no problem. No worries. To the right of that we have a magnetic dartboard, which I won a few years ago. It's not that bad. It's kind of a pain to have the darts actually stick to it, but it's not, you know, not too bad. Right above that we have Mickey Mouse that I also drew back in 2010. That was pretty intense. That was actually my brother-in-law's birthday. There's actually no significance to that. Right down below both of these I actually have a box. And this box was something that I recently got. I won't give any hints. Besides, it's an LED monitor, and I'll go over that in just a few minutes here. So, of course, then we have a closet that has a lot of Nerf guns in there, and I'm not going to bother moving this stuff in front of it to show you. We have a Got Bug poster, pretty self-explanatory. I'll just skip my bureau and my dresser, because there's nothing important on top of it whatsoever, or in it. Of course, we have a painting done by a family friend. They're very good. That is one of two that I have. To the right of that, we have a Game of Thrones poster. This is on the far back wall. It pretty much has all of Westeros on here. Really, it's pretty massive. It's pretty awesome. Nobody has a frame that's actually big enough for this thing, so I just have it with tacks right now. Whatever, why not? To the right of that, then we have the other painting done by the family friend. Of course, along this back wall, we also have my futon. So, of course, a futon is something that you can use as a bed, and you can use it as an actual couch. Right now, everything's folded up and blah blah. I always do that for setup videos, just so it makes it look a little nicer and doesn't make me look like a complete slob. To the right of that, we have a window and a lamp. Very nice lamp. It's not too bad. And this is the interesting part of the video. We actually start to get to the desk itself. So first of all, we'll go ahead and go start over here in this corner. There is a little bit of a dust line over here, which I haven't really bothered to get, at least today during this video, because the majority of it's pretty clean. I have two movies here. I believe that's The Hobbit and I Am Legend. Yep. As well as the iPhone 4S box, which I also did a review on. You can find that on my channel. Games, Fear, Crisis 2, Battlefield Bad Company, Premiere Red Alert 3, Red Alert 3 Premiere Edition rather. I have not played that before. Left 4 Dead, Supreme Commander 2, I have not played that either, and The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. I have not played that either. I do have this installed and Battlefield installed. So, hell, if you guys played it before, let me know what you guys thought about them, and I'll definitely do something. Here we have a flashlight and a mouse. I'm not sure why the mouse is over there, but whatever, that's cool. Right to the right of that we have CDs, because CDs are important, and why not, right? So, and then to the right of that we get into the really good stuff. So first of all, we have a box. Clearly. That box has two discs on it. Both discs have a video of whatever was in that box, and that's basically me unboxing it and installing it. I'm not sure if that video is going to go up or not. You are going to see that product in this video, but I will let you guys know. It may or not be up because I did run into an installation problem that I did fix, which I will also go over in this video. Of course, this is basically the pile of boxes that I have back here of gaming peripherals and basically all my main components. So we have the Gigabyte Z77X D3H motherboard. I've gone over this so many times, of course. There's also an unboxing on that on my channel. You have the EVGA GeForce GTX 760 graphics card, the 3-way SLI compatible, and the ACX cooler. That's also on my channel. As well as an Intel Core i5-3570K. That's also on my channel. The Corsair Vengeance 1500 gaming headset, USB with Dolby 7.1 surround sound, also on my channel. Corsair Vengeance M65 gaming mouse, also on my channel. Feel free to go ahead and check those out. I'll put links in the description. Then we have the Corsair Vengeance K70 mechanical gaming keyboard. That is also on my channel. That was the first Corsair product I've actually ever unboxed. And then we have the SteelSeries QCK. It's the mini edition. It's a pro gaming mouse pad. It's pretty good. Right now I have the older Razer Robuto in there because the Robuto never did me any good. This mouse pad's really nice. It's got a very nice texture to it. It's got the SteelSeries logo, of course, etc. Right, of course, of that we have no trespassing. Violators will be shot, survivors will be shot again, so that's always nice. You know, keep people in the mood for FPS. Right above that, I actually just got a Hobbit: The Unexpected Journey, or on an Unexpected Journey. This is a map of the basically all of Middle Earth, as you can see. I tried to find Moria the other day, and it's like somewhere way in those mountains, and it's really, really tiny print, and I was really getting angry because I couldn't find it. Moving over, we have Meat High, where I went to school. Got old motherboard, an old processor, some monster cans, some knives, USB extension cable, all this good stuff, a letter, a yearbook, a mug that has my name on it, and as well as everybody in my graduating class. Right above that we have some simple stuff, some planes, a memorial, a little packet there, Stewie P38. I believe that's around from an A10. We have a piece of chrome piping and a Legolas. I don't know why that chrome pipe is up there. Cool. Now it's gone. So, we will go ahead and continue. And there's a little picture of me as a kid. You don't need to see that. That's frightening. So now we'll go into the actual battle station. Right above the battle station we do have a Minecraft poster, which is probably my second poster. I got, I believe it was probably right after that one or right before. So I will go ahead and move to the far corner of the room and show you the battle station itself. So here we go. This is basically where I do everything. Of course I have my chair here, my two keyboards, the mouse, everything. So I'll go ahead and start from the far left. Here I have the Acer G235H LCD gaming, or LCD monitor. It's not really for gaming. It has VGA and DVI inputs. I also did a review on this, I believe, in my on my channel. It's an older one. It's probably not in HD. Oop, there we go. Going to sleep. It's pretty thin, pretty good. Of course, you can see right now I have a dual monitor setup, so that's a pretty good monitor, LCD. I have that over to the left as my secondary. Go ahead and hit the space bar so I can wake these guys up. Come on, wakey wakey. So right now, as you can see, I actually have Adobe After Effects open. Currently, or before I started recording this, I'm actually editing and making the final touches, per se, to the intro to this video. So you guys will see that up anyways, but you know, a little behind the scenes isn't bad. Of course, then to the right on my main monitor, as the one you saw in the box, we have the LG LED monitor, is the 24EN43 monitor, full HD, Energy Star approved, DVI, VGA, and HDMI. It's awesome so far. I did have a little bit of trouble messing around with the brightness and the contrast so it could kind of match, because when I got it, it was actually a little too bright. and I wasn't too big of a fan of that. It's not too big of a deal anymore because it looks like I've gotten it to the point where it looks exactly like that one, but it's, you know, it still has its ups and downs. It's very nice, very slim, as you can see now. Very, very slim. Might get another one and ditch this one. Of course, it has a different stand, blah, 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 blah. On the top of that, we have the Logitech C310 webcam. It records and broadcasts in 720p HD. Not bad at all. It's got an interesting mic. It kind of messes around with my voice a little bit, as do any single mic that I ever use. It's kind of annoying. I'm going to move my chair out of the way here so I can actually sit down. Okay, alright. Then to the left of the keyboard, we have the Razer Nostromo gaming pad. I barely ever use this thing. Honestly, at this point it looks like it's going to be kind of cramped because my second monitor is right there. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I think I like it there because it kind of takes up that room. Of course, one of the best things I've ever gotten. So worth it. The Corsair K70 mechanical gaming keyboard. It has Cherry MX Blue switches. It's very nice. It's very clicky. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Yay. Oh boy, I just did something on After Effects. Oh, I just opened up a bunch of stuff. Oh well. Oops. Yeah, I opened up all the anchor points and 3D stuff. I don't want that. Oh well. And we can go back to that in just a minute. So, here's the second monitor, of course. This is going to be my main gaming monitor. This is on an HDMI output from my 760. And this, the Acer, is on the DVI output. So of course it still streams HD video very, very well with no problems whatsoever. And of course I can do this if I have my mouse. I can go up to the top of the window, click and drag, and bring it right over. So anything that I basically open up here, if I want it to the side, say if I'm gaming here and I want a movie here, take the window, say Netflix or Chrome or Media Player or something, drag it right over, snap it up, full screen that, and then you're good to go. Go ahead and minimize that for now. Of course, you do see the same Republic of Gamers background. Not that big of a deal. And of course, we have that CD coaster right back there. Not too important, but it's pretty nice. Homemade, of course, yeah. Speakers, we have the two Logitech speakers here and here. It's kind of a pain in the butt getting this one over here, but it definitely does provide some decent sound. Then moving on, we have the SteelSeries QCK. Of course, it's dirty again, unless when I cleaned it, it just didn't come out at all, which is very, very likely. And the Corsair M65 gaming mouse right here. Very nice, very nice. The red button on the side, you can click it multiple times to change the sensor settings on the go and change your DPI, or you can hold it down and turn it really, really low so your mouse goes really slowly, and then of course you can snipe. That's why it's called a sniper button. We have the Corsair Vengeance 1500 Gaming Series headset. I don't know why I say gaming series, but whatever. No big deal. Very, very good headset, very comfortable. Got some comfortable ear pads, memory foam headband. Very nice, no problems with it whatsoever. Of course, it's got that braided USB cable. And now we're going to go on to my actual system itself. So, there have been quite a few updates since the last video. Of course, the last setup video was in November. Of course, everything has pretty much changed now, and I will show you that now. So first of all, this is a Corsair fan from a product that I just got, and I did not like the product. I did not like the fan on the product, and that was simply because the fan connector is 4-pin. I have a fan controller, which would be the Sentry 2 by NZXT, but it only works with 3-pin fans. So I didn't like that very much. It just didn't make me happy at all. So, and it was loud. It was honestly loud, and even if I turned it down, it actually had this guy plugged into the motherboard, and then went into the UEFI BIOS, and changed the speed there to, I believe it was silent, and that was not keeping anything cool enough. And you'll wonder why I say that in just a minute. First of all, I'll go over to the front here and turn off the side panel fan. You will see a few changes, which I will also point out to you. Of course, one of them would be a tubing in there. That's odd. I don't remember putting that there. Where'd that come from? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out, shall we? So, of course, I've turned the fan off there. Yes, I do not have the white fan here anymore. That is in a different place. That actually took the place of this one. So, this fan came from the Corsair H60 CPU liquid cooler. It's high performance. I will go ahead and bend this down now. Oh. And this is the inside of the computer as we speak. So, I'll go ahead and go over the specs. First of all, we have obviously that motherboard back there, Z77X D3H, with the 3570K, currently clocked at 3.9 gigahertz. That is 0.10 gigahertz higher than the turbo of 3.8. No problem whatsoever. I can easily go up to 4.5. I actually did it yesterday, and I was just doing some temperature tests. This is a liquid cooler, of course. You can see the tubes going back and forth between the radiator and the actual pump on the CPU itself. Right underneath that, we have the 760, which I will go ahead and show you now. Ta-da! It's pretty boss. Literally kills anything, like anything. We have the NZXT lighting kit all the way around. We have one performance fan up there. And the other white performance fan that was here on the side panel is actually now in the back. So I'll show you a little bit of a view. You can kind of tell that fan is pulling air in onto the radiator. Can't really feel it, but that is going right into the radiator, keeping the water cool. As far as I know, temperatures have dropped since I've changed out the fans, so I'm very happy about that. The thing that I was wrong about in the installation video, you may or may not see it, was that the radiator didn't fit. It did not fit. It did not fit at all because there's a housing right underneath here that holds the tubes, and there's also one right up here. It's a little smaller, but there is still one there. So, basically, you can put a fan on this side with these tiny little screw holes here, right there, and you can put them on the other side. So I have the performance fan on the other side blowing air in to keep the liquid cool, and that's circulating. I do not actually have this mounted in the correct spots. As you can see, you can only see like the majority of the fan, and that's because I have mounted the screws in a different area that are just kind of sticking through the honeycomb mesh instead of a normal area like these two spots here. When I upgrade cases, that will no longer be a problem, hopefully. Right now it works fine though. I only have those two screws put in the top, and then the rest of the pressure from the tubes pushes the radiator against the back of the case so it doesn't wobble around. So, PC specs, of course. Continuing on, we have 4 gigabytes of Crucial Ballistics Sport is on 2 gigs on that side and 2 gigs on that side of the red. The red is G-Skill Ripjaws X. That is a 2 gig stick, so I have 6 gigs in here right now. It's kind of weird. Planning to probably upgrade sooner to more, especially considering I'm starting to do renders and stuff more. Go down, there's a 760. Little fan controller, kind of just slides into one of the expansion slots. 600 watt power supply. It's probably going to be upgraded to a modular 700 sooner or later. I was looking at a pretty good one by NZXT. Cable management's not that bad. You know, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I mean, at least with the side panel on, because there's only a little tiny window. Right below that we have a Thermaltake blue fan, which is pulling air in. We have a Seagate Barracuda terabyte drive, which I record to. All of my videos go straight there. Pretty much all of my videos. Some of them stay on, depending on if they're smaller size. Anything that's frapsed goes right to there. Anything that's been recorded using NVIDIA Shadowplay goes right there as well. Right above that we have a Seagate Barracuda, I believe that's a 500 gigabyte, yes. That's for my operating system, Windows 7 Ultimate. It's pretty much for games and anything else. I have not seen the use to get an SSD just yet. I mean, I might, especially if I, again, start doing more rendering, because then I can put the video straight to there and they can load with no problem. But obviously, right now, loading is not a problem and buffering is not a problem, anything like that. So I basically keep all my music. Movies are also on the terabyte drive, by the way, I forgot to mention that. So yeah, music, bunch of other stuff is downloaded to the 500 gig, including some of my portable music. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Moving on to the front, we have a blue fan here. It's only at a certain percentage right now. It actually looks a little bit brighter, but right now I think it's only spinning at 40%. That basically keeps the hard drive cage cool. Moving on up, and going to the front, we have the LG, I believe, I forgot the exact model of this disk drive, but it's pretty good. Reads and writes CDs and DVDs. Then of course we have the Sentry 2 fan controller right up here, and I'm sitting on number 3, and that is the side panel fan. On the very top, we have an Intel i5 sticker and a Gigabyte sticker as well as a powered by EVGA case badge, which I think it's pretty badass. It's got a nice texture to it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much, of course, but I don't know, I like it. So that's pretty much it. I seriously forgot what else I wanted to talk to you guys about. I think that was it. So thank you guys for watching. This has been a battle station video of what I'm currently using to game and all that and good stuff. I will mention really quickly the H60, that water cooler, with the other fan, with the NZXT fan instead of the Corsair fan. It actually has lowered on idle, literally on idle. It was heating up too much. It would probably do about 50 degrees Celsius, which I wasn't really okay with, because on speed fan it was kind of complaining, and I was like, alright, this has got to stop. So I switched out the fans and made it so I can actually control the speed of it. So right now it's at 50%. I could crank it up to 100 if I wanted. I'm not going to right now, of course, but that's pretty much it. Right now with that fan, like I was going to say, on idle it runs at about 38 degrees Celsius, which is pretty good. It's little 36 or 38. It's right underneath 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty damn good for a quad-core processor, and my monitor went to sleep again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have any complaints about that right now. Of course, it's only at 50%. I don't want to crank it up to 100 just yet. And the reason I do not is because when it's at 100, since the part of the fan is a little cut off, so you can tell the ball bearing part is in the very center there, and then it gets cut off lower. The reason because of that is when you turn on to 100%, it just starts cranking air in. That's obviously a good thing, but at the same time, it's actually very, very loud. It actually makes it quite a bit louder. These fans are very, very quiet at 100%. This one's at 100%. I will go ahead and put you right up close to it. So, as you can tell, it's very, very quiet. Everything else is very quiet as well. Literally, the system you cannot hear. Well, that's exaggerating. You can hear it. It's very, very faint though. So there you go. That is the battle station as you see it. Oh, that last keyboard is that MK320 by Logitech, as well as that mouse over there. And of course my crappy laptop as well. I completely skipped over it because it's such a piece of shit. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, ask me any questions. And that's it. Sorry for this being a 25-minute video, but, you know, yeah, it's what happens, I guess. It really is. I mean, whatever. Not much to complain about, right? It was worth it. Yeah, cool. That's what I want to hear. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you guys in the next video, which might be Minecraft, might not be. Might be Crisis, might not be. Yeah, might just be something else. So, stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time.